The second foundation of your miracle brand is that it be based on what I call a deep acceptance, a deep self-acceptance rather than a desire for self-improvement. Now, my experience is that most of us have degrees of judgments on ourselves, places where we don't feel good about ourselves, we don't feel good enough, we don't feel bright enough, intelligent enough, all those kind of things. I'm sure you can relate to that. And as a student of A Course in Miracles, I understand that there's a deeper self within us, there's a spiritual self, which is amazing. You know, it came with our creation, it's brilliant. So the self-acceptance bit is twofold really. Number one, accept the deeper spiritual self that's already within you. So accept that that's your true identity. And then also accept that there are parts of you that you don't find very nice, you know, that you're hard on yourself, you know, you're tough on yourself and you judge yourself for. But to learn to kind of just be kinder to those parts, you know, exercise self-love rather than self-judgment. So another way of saying it is that your miracle brand is you increasingly without the judgments on yourself. You know, my belief is, and my experience personally is, you know, if we stop judging ourselves, we'd just show up amazingly. And the truth is, most of us have massive judgments on ourselves for various things. So for me, the idea of building your miracle brand upon self-love and self-acceptance rather than self-improvement is to allow that deeper self to keep emerging so that you're kinder and more loving and more supportive to yourself in what you do rather than tough on yourself. And the more that you're self-loving and self-acceptance, more self-accepting, the more that you will just naturally show up as who you are. You will naturally become much more authentic. And I think today people are hungry for authenticity. You know, we're surrounded by invented images and invented self-images. And I think we know when we're looking at a self-image and when we're looking at somebody who's being really authentic. So this second foundation of miracle brands is about being really authentic. And authenticity in my books comes from an ever-deepening self-acceptance of who you are, what you're capable of, what your strengths are, and also what your weaknesses are and what your foibles and what your humanness are. So it's not about hiding any of you away really, it's just about being kinder to all that you are, so that you can increasingly show up as more of yourself and more authentically, because that's very appealing to people. They will be drawn to you when they feel that sense of self-acceptance that you have for yourself.